Hello, my people, fellow Biafrans all over the world. I say good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on your location, my people. Today is another day. It is another beautiful day, and it is wonderful in our eyes. We are glad in it, and we have to thank God. My fellow Biafrans, we are wonderful people, children of God. And for that reason, I have to always give thanks to God. Merciful God, great Father, the Father that gives his children what no human father can give. I thank and glorify your name, my Lord. I thank you for my fellow Biafrans, wonderful nation. I thank you particularly for my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a great man. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will be like tomorrow because tomorrow never ends. God, please release him for us. Release him for us. Next month will be 3 years. God, please release him. Thank you, Father Lord, for our wonderful Mmejigbuagu, Obatobie, Agune Chamber, Mazi Nnamdi, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the wonderful man that says that his people will not be killed as long as he is alive. God, we thank you for him. We thank you for his presence in our midst. Please, God, continue to protect him for us, guide him for us. God, protect all Biafrans. He say, my people, Biafrans all over the world, join me from wherever you are watching. I will start by thanking my wonderful two brothers, Sonny and Henry. Thank you, people. Even if it is one topic, one new information, I will always come here so that I will see my brothers and sisters. Though I don't see them in person, but their presence makes me to feel happy because we Biafrans, we are wonderful people. God made us like no other, and we must be glad and thank God. Biafra is our religion, and we must continue to evangelize about Biafra, the existence of Biafra and Biafrans. So my people, my jingle will always be played, the voice of our leader. Let's go.
I'm mad. I'm telling you the truth. If you don't give us, we start our own. Boko Haram unit to be forgotten. When IPOB came, now there's something called myself. They are gone. When we start our madness and children, it will be a child's play.
Yes, my people, our leader have said it. When our own madness will start.
If you know how serious we are.
Yes. You know, this system is always misbehaving and misbehaving. You see, it has ceased, but I will keep talking until it stops. My people, you know, we are a nation that will be the envy of the whole world. And trust me, anything good does not come easy. It is so difficult. I know that so many genuine Biafrans are very eager to see that this nation is declared today, tomorrow, I feel the same way myself. My people, Biafra is here already. There is no doubt about it. No doubt about it. But I can assure you that we have little finishing touches to put in it, which includes our self-referendum e-voting. We need it. We have a couple of weeks to go to the end of this first phase of voting. So my people, what I'm advising each and every one of us is to help that people at home vote. Just try your possible best to make sure that at least 400 to 500 more people will have access to this current voting. You know, someone contacted me again today and I gave them the number and he said, wow, all these numbers. Yes, I have the numbers here with me. Anybody that wants them can indicate. Oh my God. Wow. Please, my people, you see? I apologize for this problem I'm having this afternoon. God Almighty. I don't know what is going on. My people, this system is really, really messing up. I don't know, it has kicked off everybody that is watching. Please, my people, indicate if you're still around. I don't know what to do with this very unfriendly system this afternoon. Please, my people, just click on and your name will show again. I don't know what is going on this evening or this afternoon. It's after 5 now in the UK. So my people, this interactive session, it must go on. Ekwensu na-agba mgba n'efu. I must be here and I am here. I am not seen. Wow, my sister is back. Darling sister, thanks for the encouraging words. And we see that USA is already here. Yes, United States of Biafra. Maybe they are attacking your system. Yes, yes, United States of America. They are capable of doing anything. You know that recently, I don't know, they are calling African leaders. These African leaders, oh my God, they are stooges. Why can't they come to Africa and hold the summit? Yeah? What do they have to give us? Ngwara, to start buying ourselves. These African leaders, Chineke na, God forbid. When will these people rise up? Nwoke ibe fa na control fa ka ndị ala. Mami ife na-eme African leaders ke if America na-akpọrọ fa for? Telling you, a man like you, telling you how to rule your people, and you will be rushing. Ike my person, iwe na-ewe m no, these African leaders, fa nwụrụ anwụ. America na Western world na achịgharị fa ka nkirika akwa. Achịrị fa jee north, achịrị fa jee south. Ne brainwash neo-colonialists. Eh? Hey, that's why we are following people like our prime minister. The youths, they will not tolerate this nonsense. They will not. You know, summit this, summit that. Just how to steal what belongs to you people. And you will be following them sheepishly. They will devalue your money. They will do this. Hello, my wonderful sister. I'm angry, you know. You know, computer was started by Americans. Then Chinese and Japan and all these other countries, they cashed in and they are now producing everything. Because America is always using it to monitor whoever they want to monitor. Thank you so much. He said, I hear you clearly. Sister, Biafra life matters first. Yes, Biafra is here. No one can stop it. Divinely so. Almighty. Yes, by the divine of God Almighty, you are spot on. Oh, when they cannot stop us. Ne Traore Arapu Gofa. Ahmed Traore or Mohamed Traore, the young man in Burkina Faso, the youngest president in the whole world right now, he has left. Every day I now call from Jerusalem to Jericho, now call story. But farmer, they know what they are looking for. All this instability in our homes, far but the cost. Eh? We Africans, we used to love ourselves. Kita, now we don't. We no longer love each other. Too much of incitement. Akpo meeting, tomorrow akpo meeting. Next tomorrow akpo meeting. What are they calling meeting for? In the past, when UN gives you command, you must obey it. Nigeria is a signatory to these United Nations. But these days, UN doesn't have any meaning, any respect. One example is that our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who was abducted illegally from Kenya to Nigeria, UN said they should release him. The UN gave them 6 months. That 6 months has come and passed since year 2022. Throughout last year, UN didn't say anything about it. Before, in the past, when UN was UN, they will sanction Nigeria. During the time of Osama, where is this man, Iraqi president, Saddam Hussein, they would have sanctioned, or Libya, they would have sanctioned then. But now, they don't, because they have lost their quality and their standard. Oh, it didn't purely from one country to another. Now cause a problem. They are seeing everything. UN is seeing everything going on in the zoo, but they cannot talk because they have lost that quality in them. So they use all these things to manipulate. My system knock at all stiffen up for no reason. If I have new equipment that I just bought, they go manipulate tire. We go they talk. I can we must be talking. They say we should learn. We should go to school so that we will be like them. We can exchange words with them, or they can hear what we are saying. Then after going to school, they will come to your country and ruin everything. Graduates will be wondering about becoming touts. All this summit, this summit, that, what do they achieve with it? No peace anywhere. So my people, anyway, I play the voice of our Onyendu. And Onyendu was saying that Boko Haram is Boko Haram because we Biafrans are peace-loving people. But when our own madness starts, Boko Haram will be a child's play. And that is true. That is very, very true. There was a program that our Prime Minister showed us shortly before Biafrans elected him to be our Prime Minister, when the government in exile was reactivated. That video he showed us, it was an Indian lady. I don't know if anyone here will recall watching that video. The Indian woman said that the Western world wants to destabilize Nigeria because they say that Nigeria is growing very fast, economically and otherwise. That America sponsors Boko Haram to destabilize Nigeria. I don't know if anyone here will recall watching that video. He played it and I listened to it. So if they want to do that, what are they waiting for? Because the time to disintegrate Nigeria has come. Nigeria is not working. The center in Nigeria can no longer hold. And things have fallen apart because we are no longer at ease. Yes, my sister Diane said, Biafrans, please get your phone and vote for your self-referendum. Yes, all this program we are doing is because of our self-referendum, for us to remember to go and vote. You must cast your vote. You must cast your vote. Because if you don't cast your vote, that means you want this zoo to be ruling you. And if you cast your vote, it means you want to leave. So my people, cast your vote. Now, the voting system is very easy. You just call the number, it's a phone number. Anyone that wants the number should indicate. I will call all the numbers. There are 11 numbers on the whole in total that our Prime Minister displayed on his confirmed Twitter handle with his picture on it. So any of those numbers you call will just help you to vote. If you don't vote, there is no how Biafra will come. Unless you want to go and do it on the ground with the DOS Nigeria. Because DOS, they are not for Biafra. They came to do business with Biafra. They did not come to bring us Biafra.
Fellow Biafrans, my name is Marvelous Arenze Chukwumaokwo. As a major, vote. The Biafran self-referendum e-voting is a progress and will be until December this year, 2024. I know you think we still have time, but the duration of time we have from now till then is sitting that longer. Not too fast, we take the reason now. The Biafran Prime Minister can only do his part, which doesn't need emphasis because it is obvious. But he, Simon Ekpa, is entitled to one vote, just like every other Biafran. Biafrans all over the world owe and to participate in the ongoing Biafran self-referendum, publicize it, and assist those who need to be guided about it. To them to exit Nigeria. We may not all be in the army, in the media, or in government, but together from Benue to Kogi, Edo, Imo, Rivers, Delta, Cross River, Anambra, Bayelsa, Akwa Ibom, Abia, and Biafrans all over the world. Together, we will vote to decide our future, and our vote must count. This is a new dimension.
Thank you. So, my people, the new dimension was requested and directed by our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when he told us to go and listen to Simon Ekpa, that Simon Ekpa is bringing us new dimension. This is the new dimension, to vote. If you people are waiting for the DOS, you will never get Biafra because they are businessmen and women. My people, you have to call in and I will give out those numbers. I will give you people the numbers. There's a guy, one of our brothers yesterday, that requested for me to give them the link. It is not a link per se. It is on our Prime Minister's Twitter handle. When you copy it, it will show you a PM's picture. Then you click on it, all the 11 or 12 numbers will show. So please, anybody that wants any of those numbers should let me know. I have it here. I don't mind calling all the numbers. It is my choice to do what I'm doing. I have time to do it for you. I know that calling the numbers might be time wasting, but that is as far as I can go. It's unfortunate I don't have IT knowledge too much. All this little I'm doing is the much I know. So anyone that wants that number, please indicate and I will give you the numbers. I can give you 3 or 4 or 5 of the numbers or give you the whole number if you want all of them. As I said, there are about 11 to 12 numbers. So at least you get the numbers correctly, pass it on to other people. Once they call, they will vote. And their vote will be counted. We want to do it back so that by the end of this month, we will get high volume of voters and number of people that wants to vote. Why it is called referendum is because with referendum, you have option to say yes or no. At least putting your hand there or your no there means that at least what we are doing, everybody is aware of it. But I wonder why any Biafran will be voting no. Do you like the way the zoo works? Do you like what goes on in the zoo? A lot goes on in the zoo. But for us to know that what we are doing is having impact and having effect, I will play the voice of one of my colleagues that I always use his voice and video to let you people know what is going on. So many countries are willing to recognize Biafra. And my people, believe it or not, it will start from the Europe. Yes, listen to this.
Breaking news. Netherlands responds to BRGIE over recognition letter sent to them for Biafra declaration. Here are the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome to Biafra Unite channel /television this very moment. Today's date is 8th of May 2024, and I have a very important information for every one of you listening to my voice right now from where you are all over the world. Dear fans and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news because it's very, very important. I can assure you, my people, this is what we all have been waiting for. I can assure you. This is the kind of news that every Biafran, genuine Biafrans indeed, would love to hear. Because in this very quest for freedom, in this very quest for the restoration of Biafra, we really need ally, not just only us alone, of course. We have emphasized over the years that we do not need Britain to give us Biafra. We do not need Europe to give us Biafra. We are fighting for freedom, and at the same time, we also welcome any genuine nation out there who is ready to work with us. We have everything that it takes to work with them. So we welcome them wholeheartedly as long as they are genuine and as long as they are ready to work with us. It is a welcome development. So without further ado, let us delve straight into the news. And as you can see on your screen, this is coming directly from the official and verified X handle of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, BRGIE. So I want you to pay attention while I read the news in full details. According to the letter, it says the Netherlands responded. On behalf of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, I wish to thank the government of the Netherlands at Dutch MFA for their quick response to our request for recognition. We understand that as a government in exile, it is normal that there are diplomatic hurdles and political obstacles in recognition at this early stage of our liberation. But our intention is to put you on notice that Biafra is exiting Nigeria and are open for bilateral relations/agreement when the time is due for recognition. Prime Minister, Biafra Republic Government in Exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa, 7th May 2024. Wow, this is unbelievable and of course a welcome development. A welcome development. Now, having shown you this very all-important information from the official and verified X handle of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, BRGIE, let me also show you the confirmation from the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa himself. I want you to pay very, very good attention. And as you can see on your screen, this is from the official and verified X handle of the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. This is what he has to say. He said, the Netherlands responded. On behalf of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, I wish to thank the government of the Netherlands for their quick response to our request for recognition. We understand that as a government in exile, it is normal that there are diplomatic hurdles and political obstacles in recognition at this early stage of our liberation. But our intention is to put you on notice that Biafra is exiting the zoo called Nigeria and are open for bilateral relations/agreement when the time is due for recognition. Now, it is the same thing that I read from the letter or the flyer made available by the government in exile. Listen, I am not in the position to show you or to tell you the context of the letter in question, the response from the government of Netherlands. I am not in the position to give you the full context of that very letter or the response from the Netherlands. I cannot do that because it has not been made public by the government in exile or the Prime Minister himself. So me coming here to show you the context of the letter or to allege is not necessary. We are going to wait, if necessary, to make it public, to make the letter itself, the context of that letter public. Of course, trust me, I will do that, but it has to come. For now, this is what we have. And for the fact that this one is public, of course, you cannot joke with this kind of information. That the Netherlands have responded. So meaning that something is, cooking. Something is cooking. And of course, it is definitely, for the betterment of Biafra and of course, the Biafra exit from the zoo. Recall that a couple of weeks ago, the Biafra Republic Government in Exile Liaison Office Netherlands visited the Office of the Foreign Affairs Netherlands and submitted a letter of recognition for Biafra independence or Biafra declaration, which is going to take place on the 2nd of December 2024, later this year. So now we are talking about the reply from the Netherlands government. And of course, it is something to write home about. It is for our betterment and it is for our benefit. So in as much as I do not want to talk too much over this matter, and of course, the context of the letter itself or the response from the government of Netherlands, I want to use this medium to emphasize on something very, very important. Very, very important indeed. You see, over the years, we have been saying that, yes, we do not need Europe to give us freedom. We don't need Britain to give us freedom, which is true, because we, the indigenous people of Biafra, have picked up arms to defend ourselves. And right now, we have a government in exile, which the government has raised an army to defend our land. Now, for the fact that we have said this, and that is where we stand, but I want you to understand the difference between allies and somebody coming from Europe or wherever to tell Nigeria, give these people freedom. You must allow them to go. There is what we call ally. Allies are like friends, the friends of Biafra. We used to have allies back in the days, during the time of Ojukwu, people like Ivory Coast, Tanzania, and others, including Ambazonia currently. So, what does this ally bring to us? These allies will help in some diplomatic areas, which I don't have to mention or outline their activities. And again,
My people, you know, because he mentioned allies now, it's always good for us to look back. You know, during the war, I have said this before maybe, but let me repeat it. During the war, when they stopped ships coming from abroad to deliver food and other clothing materials, the one they call okreka or bend down boutique, they were bringing them to Biafrans, but they were all seized at Apapa Wharf in Lagos just to hurt Biafrans. You know, they are all war tactics. And Nigeria gave Cameroonians this peninsula, Bakassi, because there's oil deposit there. They gave it to them so that they should form a blockade for Biafrans getting any help through the seaport. And do you people know where this seaport is? Is at Ambazonia. Like the people that own Apapa will come now and say that they don't want to be in Lagos again, or they don't want to be in Nigeria, or people from Badagry. Even Lagos, there are owners called Lagosians. They are the owners of that place. Even Lagos started in one small place before they started expanding now to so many towns. Even Ogun State, Ota, is now like part of Lagos. But when I was in the zoo, Ota is not that developed. I only went there at Obasanjo's farm to see him with my girlfriend. We went there to see him. That's how I knew Ota. But all those places now, they told me, is like part of Lagos after Agege. Anybody that knows Lagos very well. That is how this Ambazonia is. So Cameroonians started giving an Ambazonia people tough time. Started treating them badly, and they want to leave. That's about these allies, and their leader ran to Nigeria. Buhari, wicked man Buhari, when he was alive, he captured the man and sent him back to Cameroonians, to tell you people how wicked these Fulanis can be. Somebody ran to you for protection. You rather took him back to his enemies. That's how Dr. Ayuba became their leader now, just like our PM, Mazi Simon Ekpa. So invariably, is Nigeria detaining the two leaders? Because if not for Nigeria, Cameroon wouldn't have captured that man. The man was running away from Cameroon, ran to Nigeria. Nigeria bundled him back to Cameroonians and they detained him. So this Ambazonia, our alignment with them or our relationship with them will help us a lot, and this is helping us, you know. So we need this alliance, and we need it so much, because all of them will culminate to Biafra coming up and the success of what we are doing. Let nobody make any mistake. DOS, they are not fighting for Biafra. I don't know what they gave to those that are still following them sheepishly, because they are not following all these processes. They are not. You can't just get up and say that you want to declare freedom, nation, this and that. All these processes, you can imagine how long it's taking. That is to show you that anything that is difficult always comes out well. When you work hard, God will look at your strength. God will look at your grounds. God will look at your reasons for getting that, and he will support you. And it will go to show what they say, that God help those who help themselves. So this alliance, we need it. And voting is what will make them to say, yes, these people, they have voted in mass, and we have to give them what they need. Because all these people cannot be saying, yes, we want to live, if they are happy in Nigeria. So the voting is very important. And we have to couple everything we are doing with history, past. What led us to this stage we are? What led Biafrans to live in? I have one man, the last coup plotter that died. He is 80 years old, called Nwobosi. I saw his video today, and I will play it after playing this. So let's listen to Biafra Unite.
They will help to mount pressure. They will help to mount pressure both on the world powers and, of course, the United Nations.
Yeah, the alliance people. Yes.
They will let the world know the importance of freedom, that these people need to be free. They
Yes.
have the right of freedom.
Yes.
A right of association. So when we say we are fighting for our freedom, that we are not waiting for America to come and give us freedom, that does not mean that America cannot be our ally. That does not mean that America cannot be our friend. No. It simply means that we can't fold our arms and watch the zoo to massacre us and then waiting and praying for America to come to our rescue. It doesn't work that way. America will watch you and all of you will be completely eradicated. It doesn't work like that. But when you are doing something as we are doing, and you keep on making some diplomatic moves, as the government in exile is doing, sending letters of recognition, going...
Yes, what he has just said is true. And the typical example is Afghanistan. America was helping the people of Afghanistan for 20 whole years. In the end, they have to leave because the people don't want to be taken out of what they believe in. You have to show that you want to leave. They don't want to, Afghanistans, they don't want to say no to what the minority group are saying no to. America has no choice than to leave. And they left them. After 20 years, they lost the battle there. So America can be our allies, but they have to see us to fight. They have to see us fighting. Once they see you fighting, then they will come and help you. That's the people we call allies. They will come and recognize you because they know that you are fighting for your freedom. And that recognition will be a thing that will propel our movement. It will catapult us to a nation recognized by the world.
There in person, not via email. We have shown you many videos when Biafra Republic Government in Exile officers through our liaison offices in the various parts of the world went to visit government of their host countries, giving them letters of recognition for the Biafra independence. So this is what we are doing, and it has nothing to do with folding our arms and begging any country or nation of the world to come and give us freedom, because it doesn't happen like that. So I don't want you to be contradicted. And now, for the Netherlands to respond to our letter of recognition, meaning that the government in exile, the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, is such a very powerful organization.
Yes.
Because we are talking about the government of Netherlands responding to the letter. And this is not the only time a nation is responding to the letter, sent to them by the government in exile. We have read some news in the past how some other countries and organizations of the world responded to the Prime Minister Mazisa Moneka. And we keep moving. We keep moving. Even as I'm talking to you right now, the BLGIE is still making moves to give more letters of recognition to some other countries, and of course, pushing for recognition from those countries, whether publicly or otherwise. As it stands right now, you must understand that we are still fighting for freedom, and it's very, very difficult for any nation to come out publicly and declare their support for Biafra. Listen, it is not going to happen that way you think, or the way you think. If they come out to declare their public support to Biafra, that will be a serious problem, because all of these countries have embassies in the zoo. So
Yes, he is very correct. Do you people know that after declaration of Biafra, there's this group of people that it is their business called lobbyists. They will lobby nations with reasons and grounds and evidence why Biafra should be recognized. Our Prime Minister said it. I have so many videos stored in my gallery, and sometimes when I'm here, it's a bit difficult to trace them, but I will try to find how I can get one and play for you. He said it. I think it was when he was in Netherlands visit, or the one in UK town hall visit. So before I forget, let me remind us that PM will be visiting Spain on the 12th of this month, and the time will be Biafra 6 p.m. So my people, always remember to join him. During this type of visit, that's when he makes some important speeches to let Biafrans know what is going on. That's why whenever I'm searching for information to please the mind of our people, hello, Charles, thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Whenever I'm off this camera now, I always search for important thing to tell my people to keep their faith strong. Because for someone to have faith in you, you have to convince them. You have to show them evidence of what will strengthen their faith, that this thing is about to happen or that this thing is possibly going to happen. So let's continue to listen to Ordinanwa.
Cannot come out in the public and tell you, yes, from today moving forward, we are in support of Biafra. No. The zoo will use it as an evidence that they are supporting the breakup of the zoo. Another country supporting the breakup of another country. Even Finland, that houses our prime minister, cannot come out to the public and declare open support, to Biafra. But they will be supporting Biafra in one way or the other, even though they are not coming out to make a public announcement. So these are the difference between waiting for a country to come and give us freedom and us fighting for our freedom and at the same time make it.
Yes, again, let me chip in this. What he has said, that because most of these countries we are going to ask to vote, to support us, to recognize us as a nation, that's why we are doing this self-referendum. Because our PM said that UN might accept the number or they might reject it. But if they reject it, they will be compelled to conduct this referendum by themselves. So if we have a very swelled, very huge number, like 40 million that our PM said, they will have no choice. My people, they will not. Because in any country that 40, even 20 million people say, we no longer want this country, UN will be forced to recognize them. Other countries will start recognizing you because with 20 million, you are, of course, fit to be a nation. Burundi is only 12 point something million. Or maybe by this year, 2024, they may be 13 million. So compare it. That's why we are really, really preaching for this vote. Anyone that needs this number, this current system of voting, this last period, because it ends this month, let me know. I will give you the numbers. They are 1 to 10 or 11 or 12. Is up to 10 at least. I am sure of that. You can imagine 10 numbers. By the time you will call 1 or 2 or 3, you will get one. And the person will just take your name, your date of birth, and your state. If you know which state your local authority belongs, they will vote for you, or your vote will be counted. We need as many votes as we can get, because these lobbyists, that's what they will be using, the statistics that they will be using. So the PM is urging the media team, everybody like this Ordinanwa, to keep, talking about our self-referendum voting. Please, my people.
Friends, in the name of allies. So Biafrans, like as I said before, I don't want to, go into details, into full details, which is not necessary at the moment, until the Prime Minister, Mazi Simonepa, makes that public, if necessary, but I don't think so. But I want you to know that we are making headway. Thank you, my people. And make it go viral.
Biafra must come. When we are saying that Biafra must come, let it not just be a lip service that we are paying to what we want. When you want something, you get up and go for it. The walk from where you are to where what you want is the sacrifice you have to make. You have to make your sacrifice. You have to show that you want that thing to become yours. We want to be a nation called Biafra. And this is the sacrifice that we have to make, my people. Let us not run like men and jump like women. That's the common saying, you know. So we need Biafra to come. We need people to vote. It is one of the processes, plus many other ways, you know. Please, my people, let's keep on voting. Let's keep on voting. Vote and vote and vote for our self-referendum, because it is very important. Very, very important. Wow. Today is something else with this system today. I pray to God to lead me. So, Biafrans, let's listen to this, our brother. May his soul rest in peace. He died last year.
I bring to you a message of truth and freedom, for it is only the truth that can set us free from the bondages of war and propaganda, which we confuse as history. My name is Colonel Emmanuel Mwara. I am 80 years old. It is time to be bold. I am too old to lie.
He said that the truth is what will set us free on the 1966 revolution. So, my people, let's keep listening to him. The word of the elders is the beginning of wisdom. This is what led to Biafra coming. Everything he is going to tell us is the reason why we are asking for our freedom. Then after his video now, I will play the voice of that man that was rebuking the Ohanese.
To die. It is time we had to try. I am the last of the original coup plotters of January 66 with Major Chukwuma Kaduna Nzogo. I knew Nzogo well. We went to school together. We trained together, trained at Sandhurst Military Academy. We lived together. Nzogo was our first head of military intelligence and uncovered terrible plans to wreak havoc across the country. We organized a group of progressive military officers to carry out a coup on 15 January 1966 to stop a jihad and bring sanity to Nigeria, steeped in corruption and mass murders.
Have you people heard it? To stop corruption, nepotism. You know, sometimes when we say certain things, people will not agree with us or will not believe it. Nepotism is like what the Fulanese came to introduce in Nigeria. My sister Diane here will agree with me that the Fulanese both their men and their women in government, anytime you put them in a position, if the snake did not swallow all the money budgeted for that department to do something, then rat will swallow it. Hello, my co-host. How are you? Thank you for joining, Chibo. So in the zoo, there's always one animal that swallows their money. And they have EFCC. That EFCC, you will see that EFCC nepotizes for the Fulanese. They only chase after any Southerner that is in the government who has problem of embezzlement. But any Fulani man or woman that embezzles money in the name of snake or rat, the EFCC will throw their eyes away. Thank you. The EFCC will always be there to nepotize for the Fulanese. He said that the reason they plotted this coup of January 15th, 1966, because of the mass murder, because of the corruption, because of nepotism. The Fulani nepotize for themselves. But the Southerners, they are always there fighting each other. So this nepotism did not start today. Let's continue listening to late Mr. Mwobosi. May his soul rest in peace.
The government of Tafawa Balewa, controlled by the Premier of Northern Nigeria, Bello, were using us in the army to repress and Western Nigeria. Houses and
did you hear it? Yeah. He said that Ahmadu Bello was using them in the army to repress the South and the people of Benue. So using army to buy people didn't start today. It did not start today. That's Fulani's modus operandi. You know, they like to use the army to buy anyone that they don't want or any tribe. Exactly what is going on today. But you can imagine that that was what Sadwana of Sokoto was using the military to do that time. And remember, he said that he's 80 years old and he cannot lie because the truth will set us free.
were burnt, thousands killed. There were of us that planned the January 15th revolution. Anuforo, Ifa Juna, Ademoyega, Chukwuka, Okafo, Onwu, and Obienu, myself. However, 4 of us started it. Major Ifa Juna and Major Ademoyega in the south, and Major Nzogu and myself in the north. We then united as a single revolution. I am the last of the original revolutionaries. Truth. Only me, Colonel Emmanuel Mwobosi, is alive today to tell the final truth, so that the lie will not triumph forever. They used us to repress the belt and the Yorubas. When we saw genocide, we began to disobey orders and swore to stop them. For instance, Major Chris Anaforo refused to release mass murderers caught with weapons and was court-martialed. He was replaced by Asakat, a northern Muslim willing to. I was in Abeokuta but refused to reverse. Instead, I opened a barracks as a safe place for them to run to.
Did you hear that? That he was in Abeokuta and refused to repress the Yorubas. But he opened their barracks and allowed them to run in. You can imagine. They were using the army as far back as then to repress tribes and buy people.
They told many lies about the January 15 boys to justify the genocide. But it is those of us that planned the revolution that they should have killed. Now 3 million innocent Biafrans that knew nothing. For years I kept quiet, blaming myself and wondering whether at 27 I was too radical that my actions led to the death of millions. Today, the same evil in 1966 is being unleashed. As my sense of guilt has vanished because we were not the evil. We were trying to stop the evil. That evil radicalism. I have decided to speak out and warn of the impending disaster if we do not stop it. Each time radicals plan a jihad in their religious mission to conquer the world, they will fail. But in the attempt, thousands and even millions will die. That happened to us in Biafra. At this point, let me differentiate between peaceful, law-abiding Muslims and radical Muslims who want to kill others, to force their religion on them. The problem is that wherever peaceful Muslims are, there are some radical Muslims amongst them. That is why they began a jihad in 1966. That is why we had to stop it. That is why they killed millions of people. That is why we declared Biafra. Because we are a peaceful people.
My people, have you heard it? Why Biafra was declared? Because they were killing their people in millions. They were killing the TV, the Yoruba, the Igbo, and the Hausa. All the indigenous people, these Fulani Marudas, we are killing them. And they are still buying people. They haven't stopped. That's why Biafra started in the first place. We have been wanting to live, and we have almost left. But they dragged us back using Oyibo people to overwhelm us. Now, that's why we are calling it right now the restoration of the United States of Biafra, because it has been there before.
And oil and water can never mix. My story is a warning to Nigerians. For years, I was prevented from seeing the truth by exile, prison, harassment, poverty, surveillance, and death threats held over many of the actors.
Have you people heard it that for years he has been prevented? He has been prevented from saying the truth. You know? Wow. Is it different? Emenike, you notice the screen is different today. Okay. You know, this system, it keeps kicking people out. The first two people that came, it kicked them out. We are winning, my brother. So this our brother talking here said that he has been stopped from telling this truth for so many years with a lot of threats. But at 80, he decided to open up.
Like Ojukwu, Ibiam, and the January 15 boys that survived. But as I watch today, many of that led to the revolution are happening again, like Boko Haram, Fulani militia, Delta militants, Shiites, and mass murders. Some people think we acted wrongly in carrying out the January 15th revolution, but they may not be aware of the realities there. We were trained by the British, the patriotic, to give the ultimate sacrifice for Nigeria and to stop anyone acting against the nation. Instead of our leaders using us to defend Nigeria, they were using us to suppress the citizens. We decided to arrest them.
Did you hear that? They were trained by British to be patriotic, because all these countries that Nigeria, is related to or have one relationship with, they do not buy their own people. They don't kill their people. You have to be patriotic, and patriotism includes giving your people peace, giving them a very enabling ground, giving them chance to protest when things are going wrong. Police will be guiding them and making sure that everybody is working together and carrying out their protests peacefully. But Nigeria will not do that. Rather, they will use the army, like they did at Toll Gate, Lagos, by 2020. I think it was 20th of October 2020. Onyendu was still there with us that time. So he said that everything that happened during their time is now being repeated.
For the atrocities, because no one was willing to act. Not Zik, the president, who was powerless, the head of state of the army, conservative. There were many reasons why we had to act. One, to stop the killings in Yoruba land and the...
Hello, my sister said, praise and glory be to God Almighty Jehovah, that this Biafra man did not die with the truth. Exactly, my sister. Exactly. It is good to let the people know, the world know, and hear from the horse's mouth what our people are going through and what we have been through, and they still going through it.
And to stop anyone acting against the nation. Instead of our leaders using us to defend Nigeria, they were using us to suppress the citizens.
Did you hear it? Instead of using them, the military, to defend Nigeria, they were using them to suppress the citizens. Exactly what is happening now. 1966 to now, how many years ago? The same thing is repeating itself. Yes, my sister Mary said, after saying this truth, he died. He did the right thing. He did the right thing. You know, it's just like one of my friends. One day I will ask her about that article. She went to Ojukwu when she was doing her master's. She traveled to the zoo and went to Ojukwu. Ojukwu was alive that time. Ojukwu gave her a lot of information. Very informative article that she wrote. One day I will call her. She's in the US, and ask her if she can send me a copy of that article. Ojukwu told her a lot. Yes, this man, he said he was 27 during that time when they were soldiers. All of them were in their 20s. Gowon was only 32 or 33. So they were all very young people at the time. Some of us were not born yet then. Some were born and saw the carnage that these Fulanis rained on us.
We decided to arrest them for atrocities because no one willing to act. Not Zik, the president, who was powerless, Ironsi, the state of the army, who was effective. There were many reasons why we had to act. 1. To stop the killings in Yoruba land and the Middle Belt by NPC, the ruling party. 2. To stop the invasion of Yoruba land on 17 January.
Did you hear that? The reason why they did what they did. Hello, my brother. Osi. Good morning, my loving sister and my genuine Biafrans. Exactly the word. Thank you, sister, for your love for your Biafra people. Thank you so much, which I am one of them. We appreciate you immensely. God bless you. God bless you.
For the atrocities, because no one was willing to act. Not Zik, who was powerless. Not the head of state of the army, who was a conservative. There were many reasons why we had to act. 1. To stop the killings in Yoruba land and the Middle Belt by NPC, the ruling party. 2. To stop the invasion of Europe on 17 January 1966. 3. To correct the massive rigging of the 64 elections. 4. To free Awolowo from prison and make him the Prime Minister.
Did you hear that? All these things were their reasons for plotting that coup. But look at it today. The same Yorubas allowed themselves to be incited against the Igbos. But you look at what this man is saying, the reasons why they plotted the coup is to stop the killing in Yoruba land and Benue State. And all these killings were being carried out by the army. So they themselves decided to arrest those people, sending them. That's how they were able to buy Ahmadu Bello and Tafawa Balewa, the NPC. This time it is APC. The same people, the same people. It's always good to analyze this kind of video properly. Then we were working as one. But what do? They devise another means. Incitement. Yes, non-Biafrans have been used against Biafrans for decades. That is it. Hello, Owen. Thank you so much. Thank you. Because this type of archive is good to dig it out and let our people know why we are asking for Biafra. And know that you don't have to go back. We have to keep marching forward. I know it's difficult, but let us do it.
5. To stop the terrible corruption, nepotism of the NPC, the ruling party. 5. To stop Ahmadu Bello's planned jihad.
You see this man, this very man, look at his picture here.
Three, to correct the massive rigging of the 94 elections. 4, to free Awolowo from prison and make him the Prime Minister. 5, to stop
to free Awolowo from prison and make him the Prime Minister. Can you imagine? That's what they all agreed during that revolution in 1966, January 15th. The armies, the Southeast and Southwest Army in 1966. So what has changed now? What has happened? The same Yorubas are allowing themselves to be used against the same people that were working together with them. That's why I played the voice of that Yoruba man yesterday, which I am tempted to play after this.
the terrible corruption, nepotism of the NPC ruling party. 5.
This is the man who doesn't like the Igbos at all. He is the same man who was interviewed in the UK, 1952. Why do you hate the Igbos? He said that the Igbos are this type of people, but he is a sojourner, a wanderer, son of a wanderer that came. He wandered from Sahel to Nigeria. And he wants all Nigerians to be under his command. How can we allow ourselves to be disintegrated like this? To be each other's enemy? Look at him, son of a foreigner. His father is Osman Danfodi. Then they are compelling Igbos to come and beg them for buying this man. You have heard this confession that Nwobosi is making here. He is the one using the military to kill people. 1966, every tribe was tortured by this very man. Very evil man, as you see him. Very evil. Everything that his great-grandchildren are doing today is what he did in 1966 using the military. The same trend is what is going on now.
To stop Ahmadu Bello's planned jihad. It was good that we acted to save the Yoruba and the Middle Belt people, and we thought that to stop the jihad, we could not foresee that they actively attack innocent Igbos. Blame those who decided to massacre our people for the evil. Today,
yes, it is our fathers and mothers' motherland given to them and us by Chukwu Okike Abiama. They have no right to fight Biafrans and take over. they should go and mind their own land, because Biafrans must resist. Yes, we must resist them. Yes, my sister.
Good that we acted to save the Yoruba and the Yoruba people, and we thought that was enough to stop that. We could not foresee that
Thank you.
will massively attack innocent Igbos. Blame those who decided to massacre our people for the. Today, we are fighting Buhari, killing Sheikh Muslims, members. With a hindsight, we can see other ways of dealing with such evil, but we just wanted to save the people from massacre. I wish to congratulate Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB for the good work they are doing to free our people from Nigeria and radical.
You see, before he died, he made all these revelations, and we are the children that he is talking to. Why don't we listen? Why don't we comply? This is why once I finish anything about what our PM is doing, the processes, I go to this type of history, because you saw Ahmadu Bello's picture here. This very Fulani now controlling Nigeria. They are descendants of that Ahmadu Bello. So when their elder talks to them, tell them what to do, exactly how they did it, why can't we follow suit and work together to fight our enemies? People like this have told us who our enemies are. Do we need mirror again to see it? Why is it that this word, sabotage, my people call it Igbambo? What do we benefit in doing that? Do you want to become a Fulani man, or you want to become a Muslim? Which one do you want? You have to stick with your people. The other day, that's why I was blaming Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife. There is no reason in this world or any grounds that will make you stand against what your husband is standing for. Or you'll be mingling with your husband's enemies and you tell me that you are a good wife. It's just like this man is praising Mazi Nnamdi Kanu here for trying to save our people. Then somebody will go and collect money to sell that your brother to your enemy. Why is it that Fulani will come to Fut Ajalon and be telling us how to live, or who is good and who is not good, when they themselves are visitors? They are visitors and they are here telling you and your brother, Igbo and Yoruba, to be fighting each other while they are busy taking our oil, buying ammunition to buy us. And we will be saboteurs. When your brother talks, you will be fighting him. Like some videos I have here of these Efulefus in DOS. Two of them that if I have time, I will show you. How can you? Or if I'm doing this program now, if I am not cursing Adadi or I will be cursing what's his name? What's his name again? Biafra Unite. Or I will be cursing Akparawa or cursing my other Biafrans. Instead of fighting my enemy, I will be gossiping about my fellow Biafrans. What does it benefit me in doing that? You know? Yes. Uchewu, not Uchechi. Yeah, Uchewu. It's an abomination. So how can I be on this program here gossiping about my fellow Biafran? What will it make me look like? And what will I benefit in that? Instead of supporting what is going on, or if I cannot support, I will just go home and sit down. Then you will be the one castigating your own brother. When a foreigner like a Fulani will come, a foreigner, they are not even like Niger people to us. They came all the way from North Africa. Mali drove them away. Ghana drove them away. Nigeria, you know Hausa people, they are very kind. They welcome them. And what did they do? They settled down with their evil mind, their nature of warlike people, started eliminating all the leaders of the Hausas. Yeah? Can you imagine? So anybody sabotaging what we are doing should know that since 1966, they have started buying our people, that the blood of those people are fighting with us, and they will never rest until Biafra comes. And the process of that Biafra coming is what our Prime Minister is working on every minute of his life. And you will say that Ohaneze, elderly fools, will just be giving money, donating money, or giving bounty on our Prime Minister's head. They will be telling you, if you can bring him, we will give you $15,000 or $50,000. When you change $50,000, you know how much it is in their useless money. My people, every day I will be telling you this. Onye buru nwanne ya buru odogwu, and igbuo nwanne gị butere ọchụ. When you sell your brother to your common enemy, that enemy doesn't. It is only a matter of time. They will chew you. Fatage kanu.
Islamism. Many of our people do not understand how vast IPOB is as an organization and the quality of the people that run it. On a regular basis, I started meeting high politicians. Amazed. I don't know how IPOB united power professionals abroad, power traders.
Yes, even Emmanuel Anyanwu this week, he said it. Hello, Nkem. Madam Betty, God bless you for your consistent in Biafra freedom. Thank you so much. Thank you, my people. As I said, we are all doing this together, because when I see that all of you are watching, it makes me happy. And all your comments, I will always read. As I said the other day, I have a link. If you want to join to talk to our people, let me know and I will send it to you. This man said that when he got to Israel, that he saw Biafran professionals and he was impressed. He was impressed because those in diaspora are the ones bringing this Biafra. I'm not blaming our people back home at all, because there's no enabling ground for them to show their protest. But thank God they are still consistent with this sit at home, which will be on the 30th, 29th, to enable them to do the final voting.
Just at home, and other people, from market women to even riff-raff, all under one IPOB family, with worldwide radio and television. Every Igbo and Biafran, they are the strongest force we have to for all Nigerians. No wonder they can take on the Nigerian government and win. However, it is money that makes things work.
Yes, thank you, Nkem. He said we are here to support you and many other media platforms. That's wonderful. Yes, I do support them. I do carry their video. I play Emmanuel Oremijus. I play Odenanwa. I also play Adadi Orama's video. We are here to make our people hear what is going on. You will not miss any news, not at all, as long as God is keeping us. Thank you so much. Yes, let me play what he said back a little bit. He said that all these things is money that will make it work. And that goes to deal with donation. Our donation is coming on every Saturday. Tomorrow is Friday. So my people, listen to him.
Market women to even riff-raff, all under one IPOP family, with wall and television. And Igbo and Biafran should be proud of them. They are this force we have today to achieve freedom for all Nigerians. No wonder they can take on the Nigerian government and win. However, it is money that makes things work. I shall donate 10% of all the profits of my new book, IPOP.
Oh, my brother, may your soul rest in peace. He said that he will donate 10% of his book, this book that he wrote, to IPOB to support, because IPOB is the strongest freedom fighting force in the world. Yes, we are. Owen said, yes, mommy, that woman, she will not live to see Biafra because she is evil. Yeah, my people, rapogodunu, ọ ga-elive kwa, ọ ga-elive ka ifele mee ekwensu. Yes, anyị amewuchie ọnwụ, o nwere ife ọnwụ ya ga-abala anyị. Ịmago na this program anyị na-eme, ọ bụrụ ife niile ka anyị ga na-ekwu maka ndị YouTube na ndị Facebook, ndị zoo egobigofa. Ịma ifefa na-eme kịta, nnọdụ program fada atụsa ya nke a na-akpọ notification. Fada atụsịa ka ndị niile na-eso m mmalụ oge m nọ online. Ọ ifefa na-eme so that ka ị wee nwee less people ga na-ege ife ị na-ekwu, nke ndị ọcha na-akpọ viewers. Zoo emebigo ife n'ụwa and of Fulani. Anyị gbalụfa nkịtị for too much. Oge onye ndu na-asị anyị, these people are coming, these people are coming. I can remember around 2019, one evening on a news, or see that these people are coming. Even our PM, when he was doing his own program on Agua, he said, Nandi anona every bush, na fano everywhere, that we should wake up now. They are everywhere. And now, fe go bigo, imakwa na mmesia program, nge ife dika 20 or 30 or 40 views, fedelum there, 2 views. O ifa kwurufu ụgwọ kafa na-eme. Kafa wee discourage him ka nkwụsị ime ife a na-eme. Yes. Yes. So how did you know now? You just tried. This is it. Oh, if a name, Father sending notification to ndị mmadụ. Just kafa wee kwụsị ife a name. But I don't mind them. Mputakwa pretend they are watching nkịtị. I cannot fight them. If I tiafafe close down this thing, or if in this zoo name, zoo ego bisigo fancha, especially Facebook. Mako onyo femano in charge of Facebook.
It is my tithe to freedom. Tithing is God's to raise money for the government of the children of God. I urge you all regularly do the same so we can have the resources to achieve our objectives. On this day of 15th January 2019, the anniversary of our, I want to hand over to Nnamdi Kanu IPOB the baton of the January 15 boys. To you.
Hello, Chibike. Thank you for joining. Good morning. How are you? I hope you are doing good. My people, let us hear him again. He said that that day that he made this speech was anniversary, 20th anniversary of their, let me play it so that you people will hear it from him.
Of my new book to IPOB. It is my tithe to freedom. Tithing is God's tax to raise money for the government of the children of God. I urge you all to regularly do the same so we can have the resources to achieve our objectives. On this day of 15th January 2019, the anniversary of our revolution, I want to hand over to Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB the baton of the January 15 boys. To you, to conclusion, we started. I am Ogene Obosi, a chief and elder of the Obosi people. I bring to you the blessings of the ancients. I fought for Biafra. I was wounded for Biafra. I shall die for Biafra. He said,
Yakasai and northern commentators keep having an about 1962. It was an Igbo coup, which is a lie. I would recommend that Elder Tanko Yakasai go back and read Ademeyega's Why We Struck. One of the people that he mentioned. He wrote a book, Why We Struck. It was made explicitly clear what 66 was a revolution. And I make bold to say this without casting any aspersions on against anybody. Only the South can carry out the revolution. Only the South. Because of how the North is structured. Their mindset, the way they reason, their value system cannot allow them to rise above what I call very primordial religious sentiments to carry out a revolution. What happened in 1966 was a revolution, and in a revolution, there are bound to be casualties. What Yakasai was alluding to is the fact that no Igbo high-ranking politician or army officer.
Yes, my brother Menikesi is now or never. Exactly. And then Kim said, don't mind them. We are living in a dark, hypocritical world full of corruption. Shame to Facebook. Yes, Biafra app is coming. It's coming out soon. Exactly. Once it comes, oh my God. And do you know that they will be paying you for gathering so many viewers every 2 weeks? That's what our Minister of Information left on his Twitter. Very fantastic app, Biafra app. I can't wait for it to come, Kim.
Was killed in the coup. But the fact of the matter is this. Under Michael Obama, we have the fastest growing economy in the whole of Africa and the whole of the what, 40% every person here. How can you kill such a person? The Savannah of Sokoto, Sahad Bello went to Sandhurst in London to go and give a speech in England, to go and give a speech. In that very speech, when he came into the hall, he segregated all the people actually, the so-called Nigerians at Sandhurst, studying to become military officers. He said he wanted to address only the North. Only the North. Go to your history. They talk about history all the time. But these same elites are the same people that connived and conspired to deny us history in our schools. Because they understand the implications. That was what actually led the to say that this type will not be at the helm of affairs in Nigeria. I give it to them in the North. The North was doing very well. Sabotage knew what it was doing. The father knew what it was doing. They all loved their people and they were developing at a very good pace, should I say, rate. But the fact of the matter is that there is nothing called one Nigeria. The sooner we rise ready to develop us, or else our future will be having this discussions in years to come. And that is not the way to go. In Russia, there was a revolution by the Bolsheviks. In France, there was a revolution. In England, there was a revolution. Cromwell cut off the head of King Charles I. Today, you don't hear the reason people from Cumbria, where Cromwell comes from, denied access to good education because they rose up against the crown. In America, there was a revolution. In every revolution, people are bound to die. If something happened in the South, the end SARS protest, these people introduced tribe and religion into it. And falsely claim that those burning down properties out of anger and rage.
Yes, what they always do, if you listen to that Shetima's conversation leaked, you will hear where he was telling Kunle, Shetima, you Yorubas, you allow the Igbos. We will tell the Obas to push them into the lagoon and we will take over their businesses. Don't worry, when we come in the next 4 years, from that time the audio leaked till now that he fought very hard to become the vice president, look at the way they are burning our businesses. The way they are burning our businesses. In life, everybody have their own. If you come to the UK, you will see the Jews are there, the Indians are there, the Pakistan are there, the Bangladesh. Everybody doing their own. They sell their own business. What they are good at, they will be doing it. Everybody to their own. The Fulanis, you don't like the Igbos. For so many years that you came to our land, you don't like us. Why don't you go back or leave us alone? Nobody pursued them. That's why they gained grounds. But now they don't want us. Okay, you don't like the Igbos. Allow us to go. Still, you don't want. Why? Because they want the oil. They will tell us that they own the oil from Sahel, from North Africa to Bayelsa, or to Warri, or to Calabar, where we have the oil. That's the boundary. North Africa to Southeast. And they own the oil. They own us. My people, we must vote. Vote in mass. Like I said, I have the numbers. The new numbers that our Prime Minister posted is up to 10 or 11 or so. You will, if you want, I'll give you. Post it to your people in the villages. Let them vote on this 29th, 30th, and 31st of this month, so that the world will know that we want to live. Look at Onyendu. This very man has been in prison. He is not afraid. He is still under detention. And do you people know that he has been on the ground alone for 3 years going now? Just next month, June, we make it 3 years. Because of us, he wants our freedom. So why can't we sacrifice 3 days and do this voting. What does it stop anybody from voting? Anybody that wants the number, please indicate. I will call it out for you to write it down. It's not too hard. It's not too hard for us to make this sacrifice once and for all to leave the Fulanese. They are the one, scaring the whole country. Just these same people. And they have taken it abroad now to Facebook and YouTube. These people are very serious. We can't be keeping quiet like this.
Because of the killings at toll gates in Lagos are all Igbo people. The same people talking about one Nigeria to make Nigeria better. How is that possible? When people cannot be honest with themselves. All of you, all of us participating today, we all know that it's flawed. We know that in 79 or 19, in fact, from 79 to 99, they are all flawed documents. You and I know that. Because it's the turn of your village. You want to rotate residency, you want to start eating as other people, you want to start buying houses in Dubai, in the UK, and in America. You say, oh no, it is not in my turn. That is what they're doing. Once you're elected as a senator, as a governor, or whoever you are, you will say to yourself, not in my turn. Let me make that money that others have not proceeded. You stay you are in a country where Omar Diko is the most corrupt individual out of Africa. He's a foreign man. The families are now enjoying the money he stole. There was a man called Ibrahim Taher, if you have forgotten. This man burnt Nitel down at Macrina after stealing all the money. And we are here pretending that somehow this can be better. It can never ever be better. There is something called a referendum or a plebiscite. There must be a discussion, and that is the best way to go. Without it, these discussions will continue forever and ever, and Nigeria will remain as poorly and as deprived as it is today. Thank you very much.
My people, he said it.
I bring to you a message of truth and freedom, for it is
my people, you see, Onyendu said it now. The same referendum that our Prime Minister talked about, that is still talking about. We must go. We have so many reasons why we want to go. And we have crossed the line of explanation, telling people why we must go. After listening to these elders, what do we need? We don't need anybody to tell us the reason why we should go. We have to act. We have to act. Let me play this man's voice for us again to listen to him. There's this, the voice of the Yoruba man, that was telling their people to stop harassing the Igbos, that they should stop. They should stop burning the businesses of, Igbo people. Let me see. I cannot find it. Let me play back this man's voice. Let's listen to him again.
Igbo in destiny. There were
the only active prof on issues of the moment.
There were okay matter.
Kita can follow here.
Oh yeah no.
The three of you can partner to begin to pull the other governors one after the other. I'm looking at you.
kedu ihe onye m ga-ajụ ya oge ma nwanne m nwere onye mụ na ya na-ekwurịta kedu ihe
Melo a retreat I had on the 27th of May.
last year.
They titled it Akobije. Where Alison Madek as chairman invited all the governors of the Igbo-speaking states. None appeared. Only Governor Enugu State sent the deputy. So, how come Malum Nobun man with the hand in the no one can I below no natural. So, now give one be one young, but none be. Now you have to get number me dagag. Now, Urukunumo de Emanim with the Pam, Chukwekunaki, he banquet, or go, he gave a battle Hanumun who to start a war. Can restructure our family and unite as one. We can champion reconciliation across the world. The Shaitan Sunni Buddhist were children of full of one destiny and one thing I mean now. I mean, how many pages when we get post oil? I post oil. I was going back yesterday. Say, I can make job or you go there. No, you na maro.
Eze ndị Fulani agba Amadu Bello egburu unu na-aga ịrịọ maka ya. Eze ndị Fulani ese onye ozi Amadu Bello ndị Fulani ha abịago mee plead rịọ maka ndị Yoruba edunyere Balewa quelling the wetty riots in Western region egbukata ndị Yoruba bụ ihe ogbugbu a na-egbu.
You see, ndị be anyị ogbugbu a, that was why I played that military man's voice, the late Nwobosi. Nwobosi si no fanwa bụ ndị military ka this Balewa na Amadu Bello na-use wee na-egbu tribes. Exactly what they are doing now, using Undami. So this very elderly man talking now is still alive. He is a professor. And the other one, I didn't want to start it completely from the beginning, but because we have heard it before. But it is always good for us to remind ourselves, where are we coming from? What led us to live where we are coming from? And why do we have to go to where we are going to now? Or it's just when you hear the voice of people like this, you remind yourself that the Fulanis are intact from 1966. Nobody have tried to break them. They are not in pieces. They are still together. Why do we allow ourselves to be broken into pieces? Any broken thing cannot function. So we have to be together in order to function.
Esi na ya bịa na-egbu ndị TV Muhammadu Bello bukata ndị TV middle belt a na-egbu bụ ihe wetara ndị a niile mere iku anwa ma treasonable fellow na-eji fụ agbụrụ nga ọ na-egbu Amadu na Balewa bụ ndị chọrọ igburu ọchịchị Nigeria by force na 17 January ebe Ademoye ga ma Nzogbu ma ndị ma chọpụtara kwụsị measure precipitate coup d'etat na January 15th.
Did you hear it? It corresponded exactly with what Nwobosi said, that January 15th, 1919 was when he gave Onyendu the mantle, because that was the year they plotted the coup. This man has repeated it here now. Just be connecting it. Why we have to go? And you know, that we cannot speak freely now. But what the same thing. The Facebook na YouTube, Fulani na bribe, corrupt across the nation. War across the nation, like Jimmy Cliff sang so many years ago. They are not just fighting us within, they are now going across, fighting us, using all this, everything. The other last month, they went to Imo State using Chinedu Ikedieze, preaching against social media, because anything that goes against them, whether they use their language to write everything down for their children, so they follow the same step.
To stop them taking over Nigeria finally, but Nigeria may to survive today. More coup of 15 January, there will be no Nigeria by this time. If Ahmadu Bello and Balewa have been allowed to carry out their own coup, that was to take place after Ahmadu Bello had returned from Lesser Hajj. So, unemego jani na avenge. Unu wabu ndibo. Mohanese. Lehem na agwa gị. Ị ga-agwa ka unu dị bụrụ ọhaneze ahụ na ndị na-eme ije. Unu gaa n'iru were inyere chakol na-ete ndị Igbo n'iru. Unu gaa n'iru tewe ndị Igbo. Unu.
Yes. Osi said, Umuoma Biafrans, voting now has been made easy. No more excuses not to vote. Thank you so much for that contribution. And Nkem said, Ohaneze Ndi Fulani, look at the Otokoto man called Iwuanyanwu. He was very afraid when he mistakenly mentioned Biafra and immediately changed it to Igbos. Ha ha ha, Fulani are holding their balls. Yes, my brother, they are scared because they will use the military, or they can even give your gate man or your brother 100 million to buy you if they believe or they see you as an obstacle. Those people are deadly. How can you come from your own great-grandfather's home from North Africa to somebody's nation and you want to destabilize all of them? You want to destroy them. And you think that people will be sitting watching you. It's impossible. Very impossible.
Ganiru. Okuru na ha eme meeting. O nwere eso unu na-eme meeting. O nwere onye na-eso unu. But na jama na mo na lazo no.
Yeah, Tonas.
Ndị Igbo. Unu ganiru.
Yes, we all do.
Okuru na ha eme meeting. O nwere eso unu na-eme meeting. O nwere onye na-eso unu. But na jama na mo na lazo no. That coup d'etat, when a coup d'etat, January 17th, 1966, Ahmadu Bello na Buhari na Tintola na plan to walloping the West. Oh, coup d'etat. Nke ha ga-ejizie move attack Nigeria, coup d'etat, mee coup d'etat na Nigeria, sizie Nigeria. Edochita Adamologwu wa na show the inde. Mandinine may change the army leadership. Ndiga carry that coup d'etat. Buhemere Zogua, Madame Legunu, Amandozo, coup d'etat. Nkeha was supposed to be January 15th. Or to prevent Ahmadu Bello taking over Nigeria, Yana Balewa, in a coup d'etat. And if that had happened, Nigeria would have disintegrated. It is that 15th January that saved the Yoruba, that saved the Igbo, that saved the Middle Belt, that saved the TV, that stopped the Wete campaign in West, or Yama, and preserved Nigeria. Oh, today, the Hausa no no. Nebura Amadu Bello. Not that no Nebura Amadu. No one's killing. But the Fulani want killing. They want, that is, killing is their business. Now, till today, I had the Fulani na Hausa. Hausa believe go Niger. Unu abundi Igbo. Were mma history unu bidoro bụ January 15 na-egburu eze ndị Fulani. Ndị Fulani gbukwanụrụ eze ndị Igbo since 1937 for 53. Eze ndị Yoruba since 1962 na-egbuwete campaign na Midwest na Western region. Na-egbu eze ndị TV, na-egbu eze ndị Middle Belt. Si na Amadu Bello si na ha ga-edipụrịrị Koran into the sea. The sea. Na-ekwu ekwu na Middle Belt the footstool ha na ha kọnka ha na ndị ọzọ ma Igbo gị na ha na gị kọnka. Unu abụ ndị akpọrọ onwe unu ndị Igbo. Unu were chakol inyere jenete ndị Igbo n'iru si unu na-agaghị ime abolution area ndị na ha ndị Igbo sọ ndị Igbo mere kwu ahụ. Ọ bụ sọ ndị Igbo mere kwu ahụ nọ ndị Igbo lead nọ Chukwuma lead ya kwu ahụ. Ihe m ga-agwa gị na ndị Igbo ọzọ ahụ ije ekwensu ahụ ije arụrụ ala ahụ si gaa n'iru were pọtọpọtọ tewe ndị Igbo n'iru.
So my people, this is it. The man is actually warning the man of Ohanese who told him or who informed him that the Fulanis are demanding that the Igbos should come and make a reparation or beg them for killing Saduana of Sokoto. What of the millions that Saduana of Sokoto and Tafawa Balewa died during that time? What of those number of people, TV people, Yoruba people, Igbo people, and other tribes that are not mentioned? People that came from Sahel, they want to be ruling you people, and you are all there shaking like jelly. When Onyendu formed this ESN, what I expected the southern governors is to reinforce, Oh, I forgot. Okay, I will send it to you. Is to regroup and support this ESN, make them into powerful army to face these people, because they are cowards. If you challenge them, they will go down. Let me show you what Arise TV, whether it is this one, whether it's correct. They are still talking about Tinubu's absence. They are still talking about his absence. And there's a clip of what our PM wrote, this afternoon on his Twitter handle about this Yeye man. Nkem said, after this voice went around the world, the same Ohanese Mumu who said all this immediately came out to do a damage control. Exactly, because I saw it. I saw it. I saw it from our PM's Twitter handle, where Iwanyamu was saying that they are not going to beg the Fulanese. Our PM, that man is wonderful. These people monitor everything he says, bumper to bumper. Whenever he says anything, they will counter it. There's an old picture of Tinubu that they are showing now on the internet, walking to an office, but it's not true. It's not true. Let's
Why the
listen.
president is away. That's fine. That's okay. I don't know what Daniel Bwala's matter is in this, saying that the president can govern from anywhere in the world. What kind of talk is that?
I've never seen anything like that.
Have you seen it? That this picture of Tinubu walking is an old picture. Look at what Arise TV was saying this morning. Listen to it. How can a president be governing from another world? Proxy president. Why didn't they leave the presidency for Peter Obi that won it? As long as they are holding Onyendu, this is how it will be for them. So, our Prime Minister, this news is coming from his Twitter handle this afternoon, 9th of May. He says about 58.8 thousand people has viewed this, including myself. He says, breaking, I can confirm that the drug lord president at official bat is now in life support machine in Paris. Battery remaining one bar. Laughable. The terrorist state has collapsed. Tinubu did not enter Nigeria as the criminals are claiming. He is still in Paris and struggling. I beg your pardon. Struggling to charge the battery. Arise TV. Yes, Arise TV and Vanguard had a news. This is the news, my people. And this one is from our PM. There's also another information from our PM that they also injected Shetima. So 2 of them are not well because 2 of them are outside the country right now. Country that has no president, whereas they have vice and president and vice. Nigeria is a joke. As Saduana of Sokoto and Ahmadu Bello could not overwhelm us in those days when the world was in dark. Not now. They won't succeed. They are trying, but they will not. God won't let them.
Governing from anywhere in the world. No. We voted for him here in Nigeria. He has a place of work. That place of work is Aso Villa. Now, if he wants to work in any part of Nigeria, that's fine. You can say, well, the president can choose to work from Lagos. He can choose to work from... But to say that he can govern from anywhere in the world, emphasis anywhere in the world. Okay, let the president of Nigeria govern us from Ukraine now. And then you come and tell us.
You see, they are really mocking them. He said, let them... Somebody said that he can govern from anywhere. Can you imagine? Cover up. Corruption in Nigeria. Lies. They lie like fish. Fia. You know, the way fish swims in the ocean. Yes, Nkem, my brother. Ndizu was showing old video of Tinubu returning from a trip. It's laughable. No, Betty, Shetima is inside the zoo as of now, for now. Okay. No, I saw that information from our PM's this thing. What I said about this man. I don't say anything that I don't see from his Twitter handle. He mentioned the 2 of them. Yes, but maybe the intel may be wrong. Let's continue to listen to Arise TV.
That Aso Villa is not a block interest. In fact, or Gaza. In fact, the president of Nigeria is a bricklayer in the real sense of it. So I disagree with Daniel because he has to deal with building blocks. Building blocks. After all, that's why they are always talking about security architecture. Security architecture. The architecture they are putting together since has quite seen it. So Daniel should not allow his enthusiasm, to get the better part of him. The place of work is House of Villa. And Nigerians are saying the president of Nigeria cannot abandon work and go a wall.
Yeah.
So that's why they are saying we want to see him.
Yeah.
And Nigerians have every reason to ask the question.
Yes.
You were I think you said you haven't today.
I was told he will come today,
okay.
but we're still waiting. We still haven't heard from the presidency.
You see that they still haven't heard from him. Mary, my sister, Mary said, "Oh Lord, creator of heaven and earth, Biafra is our land. Britain and the co can never drag our own, the land with Biafrans, because their tricks for decades will never work again in Jesus' name." Nkem said, PM said he is sick also, but he didn't say he is outside the zoo. Okay, as of now, okay. He is just sick. What is happening to them? They should release our leader. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a prophet. Anywhere you keep a prophet against his will, God is against you. He said, "Touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm." Our leader is a prophet. Our leader is a prophet.
We are looking at their tweets. But instead of the presidency to respond to this query, because Nigerians are querying the fact that the president is not here, they respond to other things, like the Lagos Coastal Highway. Quick to respond, very easy. And Bayo Onanuga had written a lengthy tweet responding to Atiku Abubakar's claim about conflict of interest, and he wrote that Sheyi Tinubu is 38 years old, like you said yesterday, and it's not a conflict of interest. But what I found interesting in his tweet was the fact that he was able to detail some of the achievements of the President Tinubu's administration. Let me read some of it. Bayo Onanuga wrote,
"Well, my people, this is it. We are 2 hours, 15 minutes here now. I will beg to leave. Let us always bear in mind one important thing. Why do we want Biafra? How do we want it? Where is our leader? And who is currently leading us? What is he telling us?" Our leader said here, Onyendu, something about referendum. After everything that Ngobosi and the other professors said as to why we are looking for Biafra, we have to vote for our referendum. We have to contribute. Oh, yeah. Thank you, my brother. I know that some of you do get this notification late. It's unfortunate that YouTube is doing this to my program. I know you got it late, and it's 2 hours, 15 minutes now. Thank you for joining. Try and roll the video back. It's very lengthy because 2 hours video. Not too lengthy anyway, because you are not in the zoo. The zoo people, there's either no light or they don't have data to watch. Because if they buy 1,000 naira data, 2 minutes is gone. So you can watch it we are going to remain together like the Fulanis. These people are very together since 1966, 6 years barely after the independence was gained in 1960. They started buying people using the military, and they are still doing the same today. We cannot be with these people. We have tried, starting from this Mr. Nwobosi. Anthony, when you see what Mr. Nwobosi said, he was the last man of that 1966 that plotted the coup. So before he died, he was 80 and he released a book. So he came to give this information. So my people, we need Biafra. Follow who know road. Our PM knows the road. He is leading us rightly. He is leading us very well. So my people, we have to be united. Be united. This unity is very important. Like the Fulanis, they are so united. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you. Try and vote. Try and vote. My people, vote and vote and vote. Vote for our freedom, our self-referendum. You have heard the news today is that the Netherlands have responded to the recognition letter that Biafra government in exile wrote them. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told Nigeria that he will destroy that evil country with just the truth. And he actually collapsed the zoo with that truth alone. And PM actually made his kidnapping very useless. Yes, my people, it is so wonderful that we have a man like our PM. He needs our support. So do anything within your reach to support what we are doing. I love you all, and I will leave you now. Yes, currently they are in coma. All of them, they are all in coma. I beg to leave you people. I love you all. All hail Biafra. Peace, progress, unity, equity plus freedom. Ka emesịanụ ndị be anyị, lotakwanụ na onye ndị ilo gbara gburugburu na-eche ndụ ya nche mgbe niile. Ụmụ Biafra, unu alarụkwanụla. Thank you so much, Nkem. Thank you, Emenike. Thank you, Diane. Thank you, Mary. Thank you so much, Henry and Sonny. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Bye for now. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Remember to like and share this video. Hello. Wow, my people are just coming in. Please rewind the video. You will see everything. Thank you so much, Hillary. Thank you, Uzochukwu. Uzoukwu, my brother. Okay, Madu. Dalon. Bye.